You slump onto the couch at 6:47 p.m., still in your work clothes, too wrecked to even change. Here is the kicker. You didn't dig ditches or run marathons. You sat all damn day. Yet you feel like you've been hit by a semi. Welcome to modern exhaustion, where doing nothing leaves you with nothing. Your grandparents came home physically tired but mentally sharp. You the opposite. Your body's technically rested, but your brain feels like it has been through a blender. We re-engineered the first generation in history that gets exhausted from sitting still. And before you blame yourself, weak, lazy, stop. This exhaustion would have been impossible 50 years ago. It is real, measurable at the cellular level. We evolved to chase antelope, not treat every email ping like a tiny tiger attack. Your biology's stuck in the Stone Age while you're texting warp speed. That mismatch. It is draining you faster than a phone running 47 apps in the background. Chapter 1, your body's hidden tax system, that feeling when you are wiped but can T-pinpoint why, like 1,000 invisible vampires sipping your energy. Your phone charges overnight, but by noon it is at 30%. I barely used it, then you see 47 apps running. That is your workday. Every micro stressor, the commute rage, passive, aggressive email, buzz during a meeting, drops your battery 1%. Unlike your phone, you don't see the drain, you just crash. This isn't post-workout tired, that satisfying ache. This is grey exhaustion, where choosing a Netflix show feels like solving world hunger. Chapter 2, the invisible energy thieves. Let us replay your typical workday, but spotlight the drains you V-tuned out, pre-clock in, commute strategizing equals mental Black Friday spending. Open office, a lab experiment on human distraction limits. Every chattering, quick question hijacks focus, even if you're not listening. Your brain's always on, like a GPU overheating. Pause, check your posture right now. Jaw clenched, shoulders ear level. That is your body running background apps. Tomorrow, while your mitochondria are staging a rebellion. For now, shut one app. After work, mute notifications for 20 mins, not forever, just enough to let your nervous system remember what off feels like. Reply with your top energy vampire. I'll bet it is not the one you're thinking. That flickering fluorescent buzz, it is not just lighting, it is a biological hijack. Your pupils contract like they're re-staring into a solar eclipse, while your hypothalamus panics, flooding your system with cortisol because artificial dawn shouldn't last 14 hours. And the thermal warfare. Your mitochondria are stuck playing metabolic ping-pong, diverting energy from digestion or cell repair just to keep your core temp stable, while Janet from accounting cranks the AC to meet locker settings. Here is the dirty secret. Your adrenal glands weren't designed for this shit. They're still running Paleolithic software that thinks fluorescent lights, saber-toothed tiger ambush. So when you are just checking Slack at 11 p.m., your body dumping glucose, like you are sprinting from predators. The result, that 3 p.m. crash isn't T-fatigue. It is your liver waving a white flag after processing its 47th cortisol spike of the day. Try this tonight, eat dinner under candlelight. Yes, seriously, no screens, just actual fire wavelengths. Your pineal gland will weep with gratitude as melatonin production climbs 19% measured in sleep labs, not hippie blogs. Slide into my DMs with your worst office survival hack. Mine involves blackout curtains and a secret nap closet. Next up, why your brain thinks Zoom calls are tiger attacks and how to reset the threat calibration. Your brain thinks sitting is the new predator. That stiff neck at 3 p.m. It is not just bad posture, it is your nervous system screaming that you've been motionless too long, like a caged animal conserving energy for a hunt that never comes. Here is the sick joke. Your body burns more calories maintaining professional posture than it does slouching. Those micro adjustments to stay upright, each one fires tiny stress, flares through your nervous system. By 5 p.m., you are not tired from working, you are exhausted from not moving. The real betrayal hits when you finally stand up. Your hips feel like they've been cast in concrete, not because you're old, but because your glutes have literally forgotten how to fire. Modern chairs did this. They turned your butt muscles into lazy house cats. And decision fatigue. That 4:47 p.m. stare into the fridge abyss, your prefrontal cortex is running on empty. Every email draft, every Slack reaction, even resisting the urge to throw punch Derek from accounting, it all draws from the same mental bank account. Here is your biological hack. Set a 55-minute corpse timer. When it goes off, collapse like a marionette with cut strings for 5 minutes. No screens, no decisions. Just let your spine remember it is supposed to curve. Bonus, this terrifies coworkers into giving you space. Next episode, why your brain confuses spreadsheets with saber-toothed tigers, and the 11, second reset that stops cortisol floods. Drop your worst desk survival, tactic below. I once taped a lumbar pillow to my chair and called it ergonomic innovation. That exhaustion doesn't clock out when you do. It slinks home behind you like a stray cat you made the mistake of feeding once. So what do? You revenge scroll. You cling to those late hours like they're stolen time, except you're not recovering. You are marinating in dopamine hits and blue light, while your brain tries to defrag the day. Chaos, like a computer running 50 programs at once. The progress bar, stuck at 12% all night. Here is the real crime. Weekends aren't recovery, they're a debt repayment plan that never balances. By Sunday night, you're maybe at 70% charge. Then Monday hits, and you're back to deficit spending. It is like paying off a credit card by opening another one. The compound effect, this is where it gets ugly. Tiredness isn't T additive, it is multiplicative. Bad sleep, twaddy groggy morning, sugar crash. By 10 a.m., 20 caffeine. Jitters, skipped lunch twide, work takes 3 times longer. Each domino knocks over the next until 5 p.m. looks like an energy crime scene. But here is the secret, the same math works in reverse. Fix one leak, say, swapping that morning donut for eggs, and watch the ripple effect. Energy audit, no spreadsheets required, for 1 week. Track your energy like a detective. Rate it 1 to 10, morning, lunch, afternoon, evening. Add a 1 sentence clue, 3/10. Brad S. Fish microwave massacre. The patterns will scream at you. Maybe it is the 2 p.m. sugar crash or back to bat meetings with no air. You are not fixing everything, just the 20% of vampires causing 80% of the drain. Tag your most toxic energy vampire below. Mine's the quick 4 p.m. Slack huddle that murders productivity. Next, your personal power plan, or how to hack biology without turning into a supplement junkie. That 4 p.m. Slack huddle draining you. Let's weaponize biology instead of fighting it. First, pick one energy leak from your audit, just one: notifications, sitting marathons, sleep sabotage, target the biggest vampire. Now, the counterintuitive hack, don't eliminate it, halve it. Cut email checks from 80 to 40 daily. Walk 5 minutes hourly instead of vowing to run marathons. Make the fix so stupid small your exhausted brain can refuse. Here is why this works. Exhaustion lies to you. It screams everything's impossible, but 10% energy reclaimed from one leak makes fixing the next leak 10% easier. Suddenly, you're not crawling uphill, you're building momentum. Your hardware wasn't designed for this digital insanity. The fact you function at all is a biological miracle, but you deserve more than survival mode. Action hook, hit reply with your one targeted leak. I'll send you my stupid small fix cheat sheet. P.S. If your brain's screaming, but I need to overhaul everything, let me stop you right there. The mitochondria don't negotiate with terrorists. Start small or crash your call. Drop your worst energy leak below. I'm weirdly invested in your comeback story.